I think, no, I'm just, why was I not nominated?
Yeah,
French hate me?
no, they're just...
Really sad. 9-ish? Yeah. Just wait. What? Yeah. But it'd be like 9 in all, so like 8 changes during the actual thing. But then there's my carpet dress, and then there's my after party. So, yeah, and I wake up every 3 hours to change my PJs.
That goes in the script. That goes in the script that night.
Brad, Carrie, Stony Richards from I Want to Wait in Pittsburgh.
Hey.
Question for you, Brad, concerning Carrie. Have you talked to her at all about your CW series and a chance and a possibility to get her on screen?
No, let's do that. Let's do that now.
All right, there we go.
So we got a new series on the CW. This is great. You get to be in on a meeting.
Oh.
And it's about young, struggling songwriters in Nashville. It's not reality, it's a drama.
Okay.
And we write fictitious backstories for real songs, like Cowboy Casanova. We could do that.
Gotcha.
Would you like to come on?
Sure thing.
Pretend you wrote it with one of the characters.
Yeah.
And about someone in the show or something?
Sure.
Yeah.
Done.
Great. Thanks a lot, Stoney. Just like I hope.
No pressure or anything.
You heard it here, folks.
You'll be great.
If I can have a copy of that tape, I'd appreciate it.
While we're on the subject of TV shows, Carrie has a special coming up for the holidays. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, it's like a holiday variety special that airs on Fox on December 7th. And had a lot of friends come and hang out and be on the show. And we do a lot of good music, and people do their own stuff and do stuff with me, and I do some stuff, and we do skits and things like that, and it's a lot of fun. 2 whole hours of fun. So.
Yes.
Woo!
Brad, Carrie, Woody Johnson, WCOL Columbus.
Hey, Woody.
Now,
Good seeing you.
You do? That's a great...
I got here at 1:30. Between the two of you, 116 CMAs. Has there ever been one that you won that you really were not expecting to win and were just completely unprepared? And on the other side of the coin, have you ever not won one and you thought, dang, or you really felt jocked?
Female vocals for me. I mean, if you were lumping them together, I was really shocked to win that. But Carrie gave a great speech. Let's see. I'm trying to, you're giving it away a little bit, because I go in there every year and say, it doesn't matter if I win. This is about country music and really about going out and supporting our music and trying to, have a good performance. And it doesn't matter who wins. It's a family, and we root for everybody. And there's that one or two in your back of your mind. I got that a lot. And you're always. It seems like I've been wrong a lot that way. And I'm not going to tell you which ones every now and then. But there were a few years where it's like, I think we got this, or I think we got video. I didn't get it, or we got. And there's some. I'm one of those guys though that have won way. It's happened the other way around for me more than I deserve, which is I didn't think I had a shot and won something, and I've won way. I'm way over awarded at this point. What about you? What have you been shocked with?
I think my first female vocalist, because everything it seemed like it happened so fast, and I was nominated, and that was like my first time to be nominated for CMAs, and then to be able to walk away with some that night was pretty spectacular.
KMPS in Seattle.
With both of you having recent album projects, Brad, American Saturday Night's been out for a little while, and Carrie's album just having come out, can you both touch on topping previous efforts? Brad, I think everyone here would agree that it seems every album from you just gets that much better and that much sharper of how you approach that and how you achieve that. And Carrie, we've heard you talk just recently about stretching a little bit on this new project. And as you each face a new album, how you look at pushing this one ahead of what you've done before.
Well, For me, it's not about, you don't know what things are going to do. You don't know if people are going to really love things when they come out. I feel like I was in a really good position on the third album because, you know, I feel like I really do have a home in country music. And, you know, the first two albums, I feel like I was always trying to prove something to somebody somewhere. And I feel really good here now, you know, and I really do feel like part of the family instead of like, you know, the new little stepsister. So it was really great to be able to go in and write without that pressure. And, you know, I felt like it really did me some good. And I feel like the more I write, the better things get. And to make this album, like, there is no question in my mind that this is, you know, the goodness from the first two albums rolled up into one album. And I'm so proud of it. And I don't know if it seems to be people are digging it, and everything I've read and heard from fans and things like that has been really positive. So that makes me happy. But yeah, I feel really proud of it, and that's all I can do. And that's all I can. The only bar I can set is the one for myself that I have for myself, and I feel like I'm over that bar. So yeah.
Right here.
Okay.
Brad, Mike Grealish, 94.7 QDR in Raleigh. We follow you on Twitter, and last Tuesday, I guess you were in New York, and you tweeted, walked out the door today, it was dark, accidentally grabbed a Dodgers hat, and headed to Letterman. I'm going to get killed. Could you finish the story?
Yeah, I bought a Yankees cap. Oh, Phillies. Yeah, sorry. It wasn't personal. It was survival. That's it. I'm not the biggest baseball fan. I like it. I grew up actually rooting first for the Pirates, Stoney.
Thank you.
Yes. And then they let me down. And no. And then I actually rooted for the Yankees. I got into Joe DiMaggio and his legacy a little bit when I was a kid. And you know, I mean, the Yankees are, they're love them or hate them. And there's something about the New York logo and just the fact that they're the Yankees that you, somewhere deep down, every American's got to root for them a little bit, other than the Phillies. Phillies fans don't necessarily have to at this point, but you know, truthfully, had the Phillies won, I'd have been ecstatic for the Phillies. You know, because that's the thing about Yankees fans; they have no room to gripe when they lose. I mean, they've won too much, but a lot of Yankees got out of that one. I'm a coward.
Hey Brad, Meg from WKKT-FM in Charlotte, North Carolina. How are
nice
you?
Nice to talk to you. I'm good.
Hey, congratulations on Welcome to the Future, and
Thank
Carrie, early congratulations on Cowboy Casanova. You guys have both have had numerous #1 hits. Is there one that has meant more to you over another?
Well, there's the first one I had, which was He Didn't Have to Be, which was when it's your first #1, it's one thing, but when it's a song that's sort of that personal and written with my best friend about his being a stepdad, and that was a big deal. It was also there was a long dry streak in country music there where there was no new artist with a #1 record for about 5 years, I think. And then I had that, and it broke that. And we felt all of those things around that song. That is the reason that you still want to talk to me. That song is, a lot of you guys were in radio then, and I came through your control rooms, and I had another song out that you guys played, I think, because you believed in me as much as anything. And you heard He Didn't Have to Be, and you basically said, put that out. And you guys know. You know when something is important and when it will work. And then, and my relationships with radio came from that song, and so that's a big deal. And then the latest #1 for me, I knew I was going out on a limb a little bit. I also knew that a lot of you would go with me. And somebody asked me about it, said, how did that feel? And I said, well, what it felt like was, for the first time in a while, it wasn't, this will be a smash. That was not why we picked it, you know. Unlike thinking that way towards other songs. Obviously, you would appreciate it, I think, if we would think that. and go, this will be a smash, let's put it out. But sometimes, I mean, as an artist, and sort of answering Tony's question too, the way I wanted to grow on this album was to do a few of these that were not about that were about something I believe, which is that there's a lot of positives about living in 2009. There's a lot of good things about, there are bad, but I have 2 young boys. I want to think that this is a good time to be born. From technology to the national relations with people like Japan. I mean, my grandfather fought in the war against the Japanese, and now I report for Sony, and he wouldn't believe it. And I think he'd be okay with it.